Shin, Shin, how, where were you? You've been gone for months. Granny, it's okay, I'm fine now. No, Shin, you can't just disappear like that. I know you like your experience, and most who've ever been gone was a week, but not months. You've been gone for 5 months, Shin. Tell me, where were you? I was sent to another world. What? How is that possible as Merlin started rushing to the room? Merlin started rushing into the room with Celica right behind him, and she begins to cry. Shin, where were you? And she runs up to him and she kisses him like, I've been worried sick. I thought she was killed by a demon or something. I didn't know what I'd do if I ever lost you. What happened? And it's a long story, but let me start from the beginning. So I found this book in Granny's room, and it told me a story of four cardinal heroes: the sword, shield, bow, and spear. Luckily, the book began to glow, and I didn't know, and I was transported into it, and I was summoned to a different world with the shield in my hand, and it gave me a bunch of new powers. And he pulled up the weapon system, allowed them to see it. But I made friends there. But I was framed for a heinous crime I didn't commit, and everyone rejected me. As they all began to hear the pain in his voice. Shin, what happened there? His greeting said, as Shin explains what happened. And Merle is angry. How dare she? And Silica, raising her voice, what? We have to go back. We have to get revenge. No, revenge is never the way. But besides, I'm home now. As Melty begins to speak, and none of them can understand her. They're like, wait, what? As Shin cast a language barrier spell, and they can all understand each other now. Like, wait, what? But what's your names? My name is Raptalia. I'm Philo. And I'm Melty. What's your who are you? We're his grandparents. I'm Merlin Wolford and this is Melissa. You could just call me Granny kiddos. What are your relationships with Shin? We're his party members. He kinda adopted us. Yeah, they're much younger. Look, Raptalia is actually only like 9 years old, but her race states her differently. So technically, she's older than I am now, physically at least, and technically she's older than me. She's like, I say at 21 and her planet at this point, like 25 is at this point, I think. That's so weird. I've never met or have even seen a demon human before. A raccoon girl. Impressive. Who's this? She's only a few months old. That's Philo. As Philo transformed to the giant bird, showing off a little bit, and they're like, whoa. That's a heavily foul. That's really amazing. But anyway, we've been finding these battles called the waves, which was ripping their world apart. And anywhere there was a dragon hourglass, a wave could happen. And they were all shocked. So you've been fighting these waves along with them this whole time. Yeah, but I thought out here because her sister, mine, forgot to attack her and wanted her dad from the drone. I just realized if you don't get back soon, they could destroy Melty Mind could take over the drone. We have to go back. We can't let that happen. Please. We can't just stay here. But Shin, you just got back. You can't just leave. At least rest here At least rest here for a little bit. You're alright, we can recover here for a bit. Rest. I promise y'all, we will go back, okay? As Raptalia and Fila have no problem with it, but Melty is the only one that's kind of saddened. Since her family's back home, her mother, her dad, as we skip past the next day, and all the Shin classmates comes to see him. Like, they all start warning him with questions. And he explains everything. So, do you want reinforcements? We could go back with you at least for a while. Yes. As August says, if need be, I can ask my father to organize an army to help you fight these waves of capacity over in that world. And besides, having two worlds connected, two kingdoms, maybe even multiple, interdimensional travel, Shin. Imagine a profitability and the technologies we can learn from them and they can learn from us. We can maybe make a gate spell to connect both worlds permanently. That sounds amazing. Thanks for the help, guys. Esmera, so Shin, who's the girls over there? Oh, those are my friends, my party members. That's Raptalia, Velo, and the princess of Marimark, Melty. And so, hey, we're gonna help you out, okay? Yeah. And they all agree. And they try preparing, getting magic gear, getting equipment, getting food. And they try to begin to set off in order to make a retreat meet as Shin meets the king. And he has to explain the whole story again. The king's impressed with Shin's efforts. Huh, you really are the grandson of Merlin. What exactly are you, Shin? Can you think you could reproduce that shield you have? I don't really know. Your shield was made by magic. I'm not really sure it could be copied like that. But I can add more people to my party. As he adds, not everyone to the party, but he adds Celica, Mira, and August. Shin is playing CB taking August, Mira, and Celica with him in order to help him face off against the waves of catastrophe. Are you sure that'll be enough? Yes, I don't want to bring over too much people. It may cause a panic. So I bring the three of them. They're the strongest here anyway, so it'll probably be for the best. Very well. Are you sure you don't want any more trained soldiers? No, I really don't have time to train everybody else up right now. It's going to be a nuisance. Yes, I don't really have time to train anyone else right now. It'll probably be for the best. I just bring those three. Very well. You will have the support of armies if you need it, okay, Shin? As Shin prepare to head off with them at the party. And Shin says, hey, look at that. You're all already pretty high levels. I guess the shield couldn't recognize your powers. I guess you're all pretty high. This is going to be easier than I imagined. As Shin opened a gate to get exact spot he left. You guys ready to go? August, Celica, and Mira all takes yes with Atalia and Philo as they all walk through the gate. And the area is deserted. So they try making their way through the rocky course of the mountains. Then they come across this weird town, this slave water town, and Raptalia recognizes it as she begins to become angry. With the events of the rising of the Share Hero happening to pretty much the same, just with Shin the other Share. And this time them blitzing the guards, just shooting massive lightning attacks and fireballs at them, with them even taking flight. With them still having the high-tech magic gear that Shin gave them the end of their season. They begin to fly off. And sadly, he still ends up releasing a giant lizard. But this time, Shin He takes his sword and it begins to vibrate with Silica and August and Mira behind him, and Vertalia ceases, flying up with them, and they all use his vibration sword to cut down the dragon, and they all get a half pound of SP from this, leveling them up to at least level 70, leveling them up to at least level 70, and they're like, whoa, this world is horrifying, but it's cool at the same time. Right, August, and he absorbs the dragon, collecting his drops, and unlocking a few new shields from his corpse. Again, Dragon smokes, and Victoria comes, and she asks us to speak with Shin in private, asks her to go to the Felorial Sanctuary, and she had the same conversation with Shin as she did Nafumi, and she wanted to test Theo with her wanting to become the next Felorial Queen, which is the same as in canon. Philo being hundreds of times stronger than her, she still passes the crest and let even greater attack on Feloria, and she still becomes the next. Philo still becomes the next Felorial Queen, so that still happening. And with her unlocking Philo potential, they are set off, and they finally run to Mosiatu. Who are those people you with? And what's those weird clothing they're wearing? Oh, them? They're just people from my world. And yes, they're all powerhouses like I am. And Mosiatu is kind of afraid because he sees the monster Shin is, and now there's 3 others with him. Not only that, he still have Philo and Raftaya, so he's kind of horrified right now at the realization of what's going on. But he stands his guard, and with him still being higher level than Shin, he strikes a huge meteor sphere at him, and Shin blocks it off with him being at level 70 right now. Please, you really think that weak attack is going to do anything? And they all look at Shin. What's with the act? I don't know. I'm trying to sound cool right now, okay? It's the best way I know how to talk to them. That's the only way these people understand. They think this world's a game. That's so idiotic, right? Why? As Motiato runs through a sphere, as the girl says group again, a combination attack, as Shin puts up a magic barrier, and August and him is he'll just casually having a conversation with Mira yelling out, "Yo, you guys really think you could do this now? Can't you just wait till the battle is over?" As he begins to fly up into the air. But Philo starts to notice something that's actually a threat. Yes, the spirit guy is powerful, as well as them. They're high levels. But she begins to get scared, horrified almost. And she says, "Shin, we need shield and barriers. Everything you can muster." And she gets everybody in the group, and Shin yells out, "Shield prison," activating a curse shield. Her healing up to the air. We need more. Airstrike shield. Double airstrike shield. And activating multiple magic barriers. With August, Melika, and Silica doing their own. And even more magical barriers around them. But then this massive attack start rushing down, crushing through each barrier after each, and then Shin's like, "Wait, what? I haven't met anyone from this world that is that powerful yet. Somebody who could break through my barriers. This isn't possible." Now, y'all was playing how is that possible? If you have 10,000 people powering a weapon, that's, even if you're Shin, that's going to be a problem. And they started breaking through each of Shin barriers and shields until it reached the curse mark shield, and Shin was barely able to ward it off. As the Pope starts planning everything at how he wants to wipe out the heroes that try to refresh, This time not neither of them, as he have a weapon that can replicate the power of all four heroes. Edgy shoots out and rolls out a boomerang and shoot up hundreds of arrows towards them. With Shin activating a barrier, blocking it, with the arrow just coming through. With him using a wind spell, blasting them away. Like, please, the double of a shield, you will be stopped here. And Motiato puts on the act and says, ha, with the power of the spiritual hero, you have nothing on us. Just wait till the others can cure. Oh, do you mean Sir Isuki and Rin? The your fast sword and pole hero. I've already killed them. And Shin's like, wait. You what? They're dead. No, that's... She says if either one of the heroes die, it's going to become impossible to fight the waves. This is bad. This is very, very bad. I mean, she might come to kill us. As the Pope began to attack them once again, Shin is like, oh heck no. As he jumped back, he had to avoid attack after attack. And then he hears 100 swords and meteor bow. Sure, that's right. As Isuki Rin comes here, as he jumped down into the pit with Shin, and he says, huh, now that all four of us are here. Wait, you thought you was dead. How are you even alive? Your mother, Melty, and mine, she's on the way with reinforcements as people from your church begin to murmur. You're like, crap, the queen? She's coming here? This is bad, this is bad. And your Pope says, keep your faith, everyone. These foolish heroes have nothing on us. It is our destiny to prevail here today. God will make sure we win. As you're like, yeah, and they begin to pray even harder, powering spirit. As the seizure happened, as all the heroes begin to stand this way, it's such a Shanahan's party. It's just, wait, what are you doing? Oh, us, we survived just fine on our own. I'm pretty sure we can take all of them out by ourselves too. But that's not the point. But then Shin says, Ren, you caused a literal plague. Mosuyatsu, you caused a literal famine. Ren, you caused a literal famine because you didn't stick around to make sure your conversion. You just replaced the power for even more money-hungry power. And Mosuyatsu, that seed you had, if the boss said, don't open it, that means don't open it because it was dangerous. You just proceeded and you did some white people bull. And he's like, bruh, really? But he tries to have an interracial talk and he decides to talk to them. And he gets the fullest of their magic gear, boosting their levels a bit, making them a lot stronger than what they used to be. And they began to face off against the 10,000 members of the church. With them all finally standing together, with August Silica and Mara began flying up to get air, with Raphael's sword vibrating. They began to rush at the army, taking out member after member to try to depower the weapon. As the Pope still summons the cathedral, and they began to crush them down, with Jin rushing towards the Pope, as the rest of the heroes are too, trying to destroy the weapon, and it's just not working. A huge blast of light comes forward, and it blasts him out of the cathedral, pushes him back on the ground, and we're like, crap, what is that? As you see spell circles forming above them, but Shin is doing the same thing. Within a huge ray of light, he pushed down his legions, and the other heroes are like, wait, what is that? But as the Pope is about to guard against it, he's surrounded by ice, and he switches to the shield function of the legendary guarding weapon, and it obliterates it. and it successfully destroys him in this huge pillar of light. With mind disappearing, and the queen goes to congratulate all of them. They all go back to the castle, and we have about a few days time skip. But that's where I'm gonna end this part off right here. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace out.